located on Route 539 in Little Egg Harbor. You can't miss us. We are a big tan building with a big sign out front. It says Lucky Dog Pet Services. We're going to do some obedience demonstrations for you guys today. We're also going to have some fun and do some bite work. We hope that you guys enjoy the show. The first dog, I'm going to talk to you guys about each dog that comes out, give you a little history, give you a little update on what's going on with that dog, what they're doing. The first person to come out is going to be Emily Richardson. She is my head trainer at Lucky Dog Pet Services. She's been training dogs, I don't even know how many years. How many years, Emily? 8 years Emily's been training dogs. Emily came to me just about a year ago. She had some dog training knowledge before she started with me. She had a lot of dog training knowledge. She did some really cool stuff. She did movies, so she did a lot of rescue work. This is her dog named Cole. Cole is a 2-year-old German Shepherd. Cole is healing. Not only is Cole healing, but Cole is healing with attention. His head is up, he is prancing and looking at Emily. She's going to reward Cole because we are a reward-based program. Cole is having fun. He just told her how much fun he's having. Cole is going to come back out in a little bit and show you how hard he bites. Cole is known when he does bite work to make people's hands go numb. The decoys do not love catching Cole. What she just did there was a recall to heel. Again, really nice attention healing. Girl mirror. There's a spin just for fun. Center position. Emily trained Cole in German. So her heel command is Fuß. All right, let's give Cole a round of applause. Oh, he's excited. Okay, Cole's gonna come back out and show you his skill in protection work. Now we have Blake with Nuka. I gotcha. Oh, there she goes. Ah, she says, I'm not jumping today.
Good girl.
Good girl. My keys.
Place. Keys. Oh, they're in the green thing. One last thing.
All right, let's see if we can get Nuka to do a little trick here. He's gonna dig deep in that pocket for high value reward. Let's hope he has it.
Yeah. Nuka, come. Place. Nuka, place.
Good girl.
Good. Pretty. Pretty, stay pretty.
Aww.
Come on, girl. Pretty. Stay pretty. Oh, come on, pretty. Come on.
This is also a new trick, so she's just starting to learn how to sit pretty. Good girl.
A little unbalanced.
She's unbalanced, but let's give Nuka a round of applause. Great. So Blake's only been training dogs for 4 months, so that's pretty impressive for just 4 months. I have done nothing with this dog. Everything that this dog does, Blake has taught it to do. And I think next we have Emily coming out. Emily's going to come out with a yellow lab puppy. His name is Chester. Winchester, his full name, but we call him Chester for short. Chester is going to be a service dog. He is going to be a stability service dog. What that means is he is going to somebody who cannot keep their balance. He cannot really walk that well. So Chester will eventually actually help this gentleman walk. So Chester is in training. He's about 5.5 months old. We've had him since he was 8 weeks old. Emily's going to bring him out and we're going to show you what goes into training a service dog. I can't tell you how many people call me and say, oh, can you train my dog to be a service dog? And I say, well, you know, what's the dog going to do? At Lucky Dog Pet Services, we only train service dogs that actually provide a task. We don't train emotional support dogs. We don't train any of those. We train service dogs that provide a task. What that means is that the person needs the dog to actually live comfortably in their life. So this guy actually does need this dog to walk and to help him stand up. So Chester is going to do big things. So let's give Chester a round of applause. Here he comes. The 5.5-month-old yellow what we do with Chester is, when Chester is just on a leash, Chester is allowed to be a puppy, he's allowed to be friendly, he's allowed to be social, he's allowed to say hi to people. Since this dog was about 8 to 10 weeks old, we started putting a training vest on him. We only put that training vest on him when he is going to do something as far as service dog work goes. So we only put that on him when he is going to work. So when this vest goes on, Chester knows it's time to ignore the public and do his job, which is to just remain with his owner at all times for his services. So now Chester is vested. Yeah, you can do anything. So Chester is trained to stand so that eventually he will be able to give this gentleman stability, right? So we can actually at this point almost get ourselves up. Obviously we do it small to get Chester's muscles ready for his job, but at 5.5 months old he's already taking a good amount of pressure on his back. We drove all the way to Virginia in a terrible rainstorm to get this dog, just as a fun fact. Me and Emily. Good. So Chester is trained to go under any chair that you sit in, so that when he goes to the airport, when he's in a restaurant, a bar, anywhere Chester goes, he is trained to go under the chair and lie down. You can see that Emily is doing all positive reinforcement. So since this dog was 8 weeks old, we have done all food training to teach him the tasks that he's going to have to do as an adult. I don't know about you guys, but I don't see many 5.5-month-old puppies that will lay under a chair. So what Emily's doing is she's throwing food. She's throwing food so that Chester can go and get that food, and then he can come back after he's eaten all the food and come back into behavior. So the dog is able to associate laying under the chair is going to get me my reward throw. Has anybody ever been to SeaWorld? Raise your hand. Oh, good, good. We just got back from Disney. So at SeaWorld, when you train dolphins and orcas, there's no way to actually make an orca do something. If you can do it, let me know. I'd be truly amazed if you can make an orca work. So the trainers there use all positive reinforcement. Anything that orca eats comes from the trainer. So same kind of concept here with the dog. We don't want to use too much negative reinforcement with the puppy, so we're using all positive reinforcement with Chester so that he learns what he needs to do as an adult. He's still a goofy puppy. All right, so I want to point out something. Has anybody seen an unhappy dog? Oh, put those hands down, kids. Put those hands down. Here at Lucky Dog Pet Services, we really believe that the dog should be happy and enjoy the work. Chester is thrilled to be out here with Emily, and you can see it in his demeanor, right? We can all agree? Can we see it in Chester's demeanor that he's happy? Yay! There we go, guys. Yesterday, they're a little more lively. So that's our goal, is to make your dog not only work and listen to you, but to look happy doing it. You can do a little more. Yeah, put him on first. Blake's going to grab that. Please.
Couldn't get in.
Down. Put your butt down, Chester. Put the butt down, Chester. Chester actually stays with one of our new trainers, so he goes home with that trainer every day, and she plays soccer, and she's in that's her thing, that's her hobby. She plays a lot of soccer. She's an adult, but Chester goes home with her every day, and he goes to soccer games, he goes to bars, he goes to competitions, he goes all over the place with her. He goes to ShopRite. So as a service dog in training, he pretty much is allowed anywhere. They can technically kick you out if your dog is in training, but as long as you're obviously doing the right thing by the dog and not just going in somewhere and bringing your dog with you for no reason, they're going to allow you to go in and train with the dog. Alright, so let's give Chester a round of applause. And Emily. He wants to go back. He thinks I'm pretty. Heel. Good job. Heel. Down. can definitely hear me. Heel. Heel. Good job. Down. I just heard a really good comment. Normally they go around. There's two types of finishes. One is an AKC finish and one is a service finish. So there are many different ways you can finish your dog. I choose for them to come straight into heel solely because it lessens the chance of me losing points in my competition. Heel. The less there is to judge, the less points there are to lose, right? Good boy, bud. Good job. Yesterday, Saxon decided he wanted to roll around in the grass and scratch himself and be a goofball. Heel. No matter what he does out here today, I joke, I say I'm still going to go home, love him, feed him. Hey. Sit. Down. Stand. All right, now we're going to do some bite work. So, Saxon is protection trained, which means Blake is going to put on a sleeve, and Saxon should, if I tell him to, protect me if there is a direct threat. Blake is definitely a direct threat. Heel. So the first thing I'm going to do is just let Saxon see that there's a threat. Good. Heel. Come. Very good, buddy. A close call for Blake. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. So even though he really wants to bite Blake, I should have complete control over my dog at all times. Heel. Good boy. Heel. Ready? Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Saxon has not done this in over a year. So let's give Saxon a round of applause. Oh man. Good boy, buddy. Bring it up, stay still. Out. Out. Heel. Not to Blake, silly. Heel. So he's an old man, he loves to do that. So every once in a while, heel. Hey, heel. We give him a bite just so that he feels good about himself, right? That's good. Heel. Good job, buddy. Good job. All right, this is my crazy dog. Did you guys see her yesterday? I don't know if anybody, did anybody see her yesterday? Yeah. Down. Good girl. Down. All right, so Luna is a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois. She is currently competing in a sport called PSA. If you're interested in it, definitely go online and Google it. It's a very, very fun sport. It's a sport about down. She sees that sleeve, she's ready to go. It's a sport about obedience and bite work. So, a little fun fact about Luna is she made it to nationals She made it to nationals before she was 2 years old. We did not win nationals, unfortunately. She had a little too much fun in bite work, but she did very well, placing second at a national event in obedience at a very young age. So we are now currently competing in PSA 2. We have our level PSA 1. So I'm going to show you a little obedience. I think Luna thinks she's going to bite somebody right now. She's a little amped up. That's okay. Heel. Heel. So Luna should heel again. She just thinks I'm very pretty. Heel. So she looks at me the entire time. Good. She's definitely excited. Down. A few steps there. FYI, that would have cost us about 3 or 4 points in obedience. Heel. She wants to bite. Poor Blake. The longer she sits here and gets excited, the more she's going to hurt Blake when she bites him. How long do you think we should let her sit? Oh, sounds good, buddy. Heel. Come on. Down. Heel. Luna's always doing a little extra something on her own. Heel. I think she's looking for brownie points. Heel. Here, center. Goofball. She's a big goofball. Or a small goofball. Down. Down. Sit.
It's gone now. I know.
Down. Heel. How many people think Luna's happy to be out here? Right, she is. We really want our dogs to enjoy what they do. We want them to enjoy every aspect. We want them to enjoy obedience. Because in our sport, they actually judge us by the dog's demeanor and appearance, not just whether the dog is doing the task. Down. So, what that means is, if she's in a down, I'm not only being judged because she's in a down position, I'm being judged on the way she's in that down position. Is she giving me attention? Is she looking around? Does she look stressed? Are her ears back? Is her tail tucked? Heel. When she's in heel, little fun fact about Luna, we never lose many points in heel. Never. I think we've lost maybe 3 or 4 points in our entire career for our heel. Heel. When she's in heel, she's expected to give me attention and have a wagging, happy tail. She is supposed to lift those paws and look like she wants to be there, right? Down. So what's really cool about the dog sport world is that back in the day, it was just about whether the dog did it or not. They have really upped the standards as far as the dog has to do it, but they have to look like they want to do it. So Blake is here in the suit and Luna looks like she really wants to bite him. Down. So it's really cool that we're able to down. We're able to get the dogs to look super happy in obedience and in protection. Who wants to see Luna bite Blake? That's it? Oh my gosh. I really want to see Luna bite Blake. How far do you think we should send her? So the further we send her, the more it's going to hurt Blake. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. This is called a guard, so she should be able to walk in any direction, and she should stay with the decoy. In our sport, the decoy is a threat to us, so we want the dog to guard the decoy. No matter what I do, she should stay there unless obviously I call her back. If he decides to hit my dog or try to engage my dog, she should attack without command. Ready? Luna, heel! That is an out and return. Hey girlie, come back here. Come on. Thank you. We'll do one more bite with Luna, heel. We'll do what's called an attack on handler, and what that means is if the decoy attacks me, heel, she should engage without command. Heel. She's still checking out where he is. She wants to make sure. Ah, there she goes. So I would say that Luna's got my 6. Do you guys agree? That's a very true fact, buddy. Yeah, so if you want, when she's done, he'll take off the suit and show you his arm. He'll be the proof that he definitely feels the dog's step bite, for sure. This is something that Luna has just learned. So we're gonna send her. She engages up top, just let go. Show her your leg. Dance. Stella. Yeah, good girl. Almost a foot. Woo, that's a close call. She's a happy dog. She's still looking for Blake. So Blake's gonna come out here. He has been decoying a very short time, but he is very, very naturally talented at decoying. He will show you what his arm looks like after getting bit.
Yeah, cold and confident. And the second day.
So you definitely do feel the dogs through the suit, but the suit protects you from getting punctures, and it protects you from feeling the full grip of the dog. When the dogs bite, we want them to bite as full as possible, and we do not want them to let go until they are told. As a police officer, I am not a police officer. I do mostly civilian training, but I do work with some police officers in townships, and you do not want your dog letting go of the suspect if they are trying to hurt you, right? So the dog should stay engaged no matter what is happening.